Hello, and welcome to MoviePod, a Reclaim Cinema podcast. I'm your host, Brian Wishart. So this week, because there's a new Spider-Man movie in the theaters that's doing very well in the box office, figured it'd be about time to go back and talk about Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi's final movie in a Spider-Man trilogy. He wanted to keep making these movies, but studio disagreements, creative differences caused them to shutter the Raimi Spider-Man movies and reboot them some pretty awful Andrew Garfield movies. And then those sucked, so then now we have Spider-Man weed in the MCU like we have right now. To join me to talk about Spider-Man 3, I have back on the show, Audens. How's it going, Audens?
Hi, it's going good.
And we also have Eggbrain. How's it going, Egged?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you guys both back on. Yeah, so Spider-Man 3. I know Audens is a lot younger than I am. Egg is a few years younger than I am. Did you guys see this movie in the theater?
Yes.
I did.
Saw every Spider-Man movie in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely saw 2 and 3
Yeah.
in theater. In a drive-in, I think, probably.
Oh, nice.
I'm at the exact right age that I remember drive-ins towards the end.
I remember this one, this movie comes out in 2007, which is a fascinating point in time for superhero movies because Batman Begins comes out 2 years before this, and that kind of signaled a complete change where superhero movies were going to go. And
yeah, they're serious now.
Very serious. And The Dark Knight comes out a year after this movie, and I remember I liked this movie when it came out. I think this movie is really good. I really like it, but I remember a lot of the people talking about this movie was it's too cluttered, it has too many villains, too many characters. People were talking about this movie in the same way they talked about X-Men 3, The Last Stand. Similar complaints with that. Which, I kind of get some of the...
Last Stand is just bad.
That's a bad movie.
Straight up bad. I think this
X-Men 3 is just really bad, yeah.
That's a really bad movie. But, they are both overstuffed movies, so I can kind of give them that. And, I don't think we got many overstuffed superhero movies at this point in time. And it's funny, because I remember a common complaint, too, being this movie had too many villains at 3.
Yeah, 3 villains.
Yeah,
now it's
that's
most
the
MCU
minimum
movies.
number. Yeah, now that's the minimum number of villains per scene, even.
I know, it's crazy. And, I don't know, it's... Because I watched the entire trilogy this past weekend, the Sam Raimi movies, so, I saw it Brand New Day, on Friday or Thursday, so I've been a bit of Spider-Man kick. So it's I think this movie is better than any MCU movie. I'd much rather watch the movie than any MCU movie. There's such a Sam Raimi touch and flavor to this movie, which I really appreciate.
My absolute favorite little Sam Raimi thing in this movie is during the Bully McGuire scene at the jazz cafe, where he snaps his jacket or something, and this poof of air blows Gwen Stacy's hair back a little bit. It's so funny. That's my favorite scene.
I think the best scene is when Sandman becomes sand. When he's
cool.
learning to form himself again.
It's
a scene.
Pretty good effect, and this movie,
it's okay
for 2007 CGI.
It's not that good. Dead Man's Chest came out the year before this. And that's still the best.
I feel like Dead Man's Chest is such a pinnacle of CGI that it's hard to really judge a lot against it.
But also, Dead Man's Chest mostly takes place in the evening, so everything's in very low lighting.
Yeah,
and
also stuff. They have a lot of things that look wet too, so you can have make light look bounce off things artificially that way too. They use a lot of clever things to make the movie look really good. But Spider-Man 3 and what month this movie come out? Was this movie in the spring? Yeah, this movie was spring of 2007. I think the third Pirates of the Caribbean was later that summer. But honestly, when it comes to CGI in this movie, I think this looks better than a lot of modern superhero movies.
It's more more well thought out.
It's
100%.
Worse, but not as muddy and smeared and stuff. It's more intentional. But it's not as high quality.
Yeah, but the textures aren't as nice, and CGI now is just
some of it is very obvious.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you can do
okay.
more easily now with CGI, but the stuff in the Raimi movies, it's very obvious that they were like, oh, we know exactly what we're gonna do with the scene, rather than we'll do it later, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, like this movie, because I watched the movie last night.
Me too.
And then
Me
I also
too.
watched Spider-Man No Way Home afterwards.
Mhm.
That's the one with all the crossovers of other Spider-Men. So it has like Tobey McGuire in that one too, and all the villains come back.
Yep,
That
Sandman,
movie's
Green Goblin.
it's a piece of shit. I fucking hate the movie so much. Like, it's not a real movie. It's just like, it's so funny to watch. Like, I didn't see it in the theater, so I only watched it at home. But like, it's a movie that actually has the applause breaks built into the movie, where they expect you to be clapping and cheering at like all these
stuff you recognize, basically.
Yeah, like it's just
sucks.
And none of the actors are clearly in the same place at the same time filming their scenes. Like this movie is like
Willem Dafoe like pops off in that movie. That's like the only positive word I have for it.
He's trying. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and I think he's doing his best in like all the movies. He's never the problem. It's the MCU of it all that is always the problem in these movies. His movies, including the new one. The new one is like has the better ratio of Spider-Man stuff to MCU stuff. It also feels like more like a real movie than most of the MCU movies I've felt in a long time. Which like isn't saying much.
Like even though Doomsday looks terrible, I feel like they're actually trying more, like slightly more than they were. A lot.
I think
for several years after Endgame.
It's because Tom Holland found out what it's like to work with a real director, and he's like, guys,
yeah, that was funny. I was like,
in other movies, they have a script and they follow the script and they know what they're going to be filming every day.
It's so funny.
He has so much creative control over those movies for some reason, even though he's like not the director or producer.
I don't know if he has creative control. Wasn't he just like, hey, don't you think that we should know?
They run everything by him for some reason.
I don't think they do. I think that they just know that he's good at the press circuit, and he's good at like, getting people are fascinated with Tom Holland as a person. So I think they like having these like anecdotes of him like, oh yeah, I learned a lot from Christopher Nolan in the Odyssey. So like I'm gonna like ask him like, hey, can we make this a real movie for a Brand New Day? To like trick people into thinking that Brand New Day is a real movie, which it mostly is. I truly think that Brand New Day like resembles a real movie in a way the MCU movies have not in a long time. But like it's still an MCU movie, right? Like it's not like it's not like Sam Raimi Spider-Man. These movies like actually feel like a real like artist is behind them. Like this feels like a one guy's vision. Even though like Spider-Man 3 deeply it's a movie that is completely has studio interference of the wazoo, but it doesn't feel as compromised as like, I don't know, an MCU movie where like Fantastic Four, which like
Sam Raimi has an MCU movie that we could compare it to. Like Multiverse of Madness has maybe 5 minutes of it that are like distinctly Sam Raimi. Like the weird octopus scene, the zombie Doctor Strange, and like the part where he meets the Doctor Strange with the third eye. That's like the only parts I could tell you were like definitely Sam Raimi-esque. The rest are like just like typical MCU garbage.
Yeah. And it's like what's crazy about this movie is that like the parts that are compromised, because like Avi Arad, the producer, pretty much forced Sam Raimi to have Venom in this movie because like he was kind of
Grace as Venom. And
yeah.
Gwen.
No, I'm ready to defend the Topher.
I hate Topher Grace.
I like Topher Grace.
I think it's a really good idea to have a Venom that's just like he's literally just Peter Parker but kind of evil. Like it's so funny.
Because this movie's
the only compliment I have for him is at least he didn't defend the guy who played Hyde.
Yeah,
it's like that's the nicest thing I had to say about
Topher Grace. I like Topher Grace. He's usually fun.
I like him as a performer overall, and I think that his Eddie Brock in this movie, because like one thing I like about this movie a lot is that like it is about like Peter Parker becoming so overconfident, becomes such a douchebag that exaggerates all his worst flaws as a character, as a person, because he's become so overconfident, and then you get the Venom added to it too. That is like completely makes him unlikable to his loved ones, completely ruins him as Spider-Man and as Peter Parker as a person. And I buy the human drama so much because I think Topher Grace sells it. Sam Raimi's fascinating digging deep into it. And I don't think like many superhero movies have as fascinating of a operatic melodrama, which this movie does. I think it's
cool that when he gets gooped by Venom, he doesn't become like an evil demon. He just becomes like a douchebag.
He becomes...
Like, he's not bad. He's just or like evil like Eddie is. He's just a dick.
He's cringe.
Chud, really. He chuds out.
They explain exactly why in the movie. Dr. Connors, who never got to play the lizard, which is upsetting. God, they were leading up to it and they took it from us.
I would have loved that so much.
He says it's like, oh yeah, it just like enhances your current traits. So like Spider-Man can never really be like an evil Venom because he's not bad enough, like naturally. But he can just be like kind of like Chud Light. Like, yeah. You know?
Because he doesn't completely change as a person. He just becomes, it exaggerates his worst flaws, which is a fantastic creative way to take this character.
And gets a really bad, like he starts his hair in a horrible way.
The haircut and the fucking dance. Like, the dance is very famous, but it's so fucking funny. And he's just like, he takes advantage of the nice girl that's like the kid of his landlord who's making him cookies.
Oh my god! And also,
the lizard.
I gotta say,
so funny.
Kirsten Dunst in this movie is spectacular. She is so good in this movie.
She's good in all of them, even when she like doesn't really have too much to do.
She's a lot better than
you just feel like
that's for sure.
You just feel like, oh yeah, this is like a real character. This is like a real person, even if she doesn't really have like too much to do in any of the movies.
I do feel like the first two movies have a lot of her being kind of more of a damsel, but I feel like this one, where you see kind of her career kind of starting to fail too, as well as her relationship, she has a lot of things to work with, and like it's great for an actress of her caliber to get that too. And I think that we'll get to the movie itself, but like, you know, with even something like James Franco in this movie, because like, you know, in the end of the last movie, James Franco, Harry Osborn finds out that Peter Parker killed his dad, Spider-Man killed his dad, Green Goblin, and he kind of wants to get revenge. And this movie, like, I think it's a fascinating change in this movie, because like you think the end of the last movie is basically setting up that it's going to be Harry is going to take the Green Goblin mantle, he's going to get revenge against Spider-Man.
Almost what it becomes.
Almost, but like what this movie does pretty quickly is like this movie pretty quickly sets up that like they have the big action sequence with Peter Parker and Harry. And then
down the world's longest alleyway.
The alleyway is so long. And they go like back and forth on
blocks.
Yeah. And Harry gets amnesia. He gets CTE.
He gets hit on the head again.
So many times. And then they basically set back to a bit of a restart with Harry and Peter's relationship where like Harry doesn't remember the Spider-Man stuff, so Peter thinks he's on the absolute top of the world because he has the girl, he has his best friend back, he has no flaws in whatsoever. And I think it's a fascinating reset for the character of this movie, that like you can see Peter Parker's complete downfall as a person, which is, I think endlessly fascinating. I think this movie is really, really good.
Yeah, whatever happened to the man that got everything he ever wanted? Became a chud.
He got gooped.
Yeah. He got gooped, an alien. The other scene I really like is when Peter and MJ are in, they're just like hanging out on the web in the park, the park where Venom happens to come down.
Yeah, like 2 feet away, they don't even notice.
Like 1 meter away, his spidey sense did not tingle, and then Venom just...
He rides this like fuck-ass little Vespa with his
helmet
and Mary Jane in the back.
Yeah. I love it, because the Venom scene is very, very early on in the movie, and like it's like so idealistic of like, you know, Mary Jane and Peter thinking of their future and everything, and like Peter's ready to propose to her too. Like he has that, he's trying to save money to get like a ring on layaway to propose to Mary Jane, and I love the scene he has with Aunt May. Rosemary Harris's Aunt May is so fucking good, and she has that one great scene of like Uncle Ben proposing.
So elderly.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. But the fact that like Marissa Tomei makes sense as an aunt towards like Peter Parker, like you know, 50s, 60s, that makes sense to be an aunt to like a 20-something-year-old. But like Rosemary Harris is like a great aunt. Like she is ancient.
How old was she when during those movies? Was she really that old?
She's still alive, which is crazy.
Oh,
She,
my God, 1927.
she was 80 when Spider-Man 3 came out.
Okay, yeah, that's a little old for an aunt.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
Spider-Man is in his
elderly.
he's doing his undergrad, right? So he'd be like 22.
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah,
that's
that's
almost as old as Tobey McGuire's current girlfriend.
Is
no
Tom
way.
McGuire dating an older lady?
No, he's dating a younger woman.
Uh,
She's like 19.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh,
my,
no!
oh no.
I don't like Tobey McGuire.
Oh.
I said this
He's
yesterday.
oh, he was.
I think he's nasty.
Well, he's part of
I
the
don't
Pussy
like him.
Posse.
Oh my god.
You guys know what the Pussy Posse?
Yes.
No.
So, in the 1990s, there are a bunch of like actors such as Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire. Who else is in there? Lucas Haas, Harmony Korine, Kevin Connolly. They all live in New York City. They're all like friends, and they was to go like club hopping to get laid, and they refer to themselves as the Pussy Posse.
Well,
You could not do that anymore.
No, not at all. And
God.
like they also had like who was Sarah Gilbert was part of the crew as well, so like the one token woman in it, and but also like it's funny because like Leonardo DiCaprio, the height of like he's way above in stature compared to absolutely everyone else of that like in the late 90s because of Titanic. Like, I think that if it was like anyone else than Leonardo DiCaprio, like the Pussy Posse would be way more ridiculed than it is. But it's such an outdated concept. Like,
At least don't call it that.
yeah, they made a movie together called Dawn's Plum, which is really bad.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah, not a great movie. So it doesn't surprise me that some guy as part of the Pussy Posse came across as a bit of a weirdo. But
I don't like him.
but yeah, like, I love the Aunt May scene because like again we get the Peter's very dingy apartment too. Like it's like this is like
Such a shithole.
yeah.
I love his horrible apartment so much. It's so
great.
funny. That is something that the new Spider-Man is really missing. Is it's like, yeah, this kid is not like poor enough. Like he's doing
Like,
fine.
It's a big problem because like those first 3 Tom Holland Spider-Man movies have him like sponsored by Tony Stark, so like, he has like a lot of money. And this one, he has a dingy apartment, but it's like basically just like it's a storage room that like has asbestos. So landlord's like, "Hey, you don't have to pay for it at all; it's all yours," which is still insane for New York City because he doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
This Peter Parker, what I love with the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Peter Parker is that like this guy is suffering nonstop, trying to make ends meet, try to balance all his responsibilities. And what I love with the Aunt May dynamic of Tobey Maguire is that like you don't really know if she's fully aware if he's Spider-Man or not. She has that one great speech at the end of the last movie talking to him like, about how the boy never wants Spider-Man back and like, people need a hero, people love heroes, and she has the way she sells it, it's almost like she kind of knows that her nephew is Spider-Man, and never fully confirming it, but like I like that she's trying to balance his responsibilities out, and she gives him her ring so he can propose to Mary Jane, and then this is when he's driving home in his scooter, they're all happy, and then gets attacked by Harry Osborn. And you get that great long sequence there, which is, it does look kind of clumsy. I will say a lot of the visual effects of Sandman as well as Green Goblin do look pretty clumsy.
The Green Goblin design is so fucking funny. It is like the most late 2000s stuff ever. He's on like a skateboard. It rocks.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Like compared to his dad, who was on like classic Green Goblin like shit.
Yeah. Also, like before that sequence happens, like because Mary Jane's an actress, so she has the play on Broadway there, and I love how Sam Raimi like frames this play because she looks so glamorous and everything. Like Peter's like in the stand, and, like the first couple of rows, like completely admiring her, and you get to see Harry Osborn up in like the up above in the balcony, just like looking so devious and evil.
It is funny how like Peter's like mouthing all the words or something like to the musical. Yeah. Also, like Mary Jane is like doing great, and then like the next scene is like she was bad actually.
Yeah, she gets bad reviews, and I like that dynamic a lot. Where like she actually does have her own career, she has her own flaws, and like Peter Parker's trying to like relate, like, oh yeah, well like I'm Spider-Man, so like I know what it's like to be criticized by the masses, but you got to keep going on doing your job.
Oh my god, he's so like into himself in this movie. It's so nasty.
Oh, he's just so awful to her, and she gives him like so many opportunities to like not be terrible, and he's just like everything he says just is worse.
But I can kind of get from his perspective because he spent all these years like trying to have no one to relate to, so he has a way he can kind of like try and help her out by relating to her, and it's just wrong moment, wrong time. Like this guy is an awkward motherfucker.
The other thing that I've always really liked about this Spider-Man trilogy is that the Tobey McGuire Spider-Man is actually sort of quite unlikable. Like he really is like a dweeb.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's so cringe and he's kind of annoying, and I mean not necessarily whiny, but like just kind of like meek and little me, oh no,
and like just becoming
he's a good boy,
like
his landlord says.
He's like a good boy that becomes sort of more confident and wisecracking when he's in the spider's suit, and that I think is something that's really missing from the other two Spider-Man. Like Andrew Garfield was just not like he was very likable as Peter Parker, and it's like Peter Parker like should be like. He's bullied because he kind of sucks. Like, there's like a reason that people are mean to him.
I never bought for a second any time that Andrew Garfield was bullied as Spider-Man.
He's also like so visibly an adult.
Yeah,
in both of the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
and like I do like the bullying that happens to Tom Holland because it's like what's his face from Grand Budapest Hotel, Tony Revolori, who calls him like Penis Parker and stuff. Like,
I
think Homecoming is like
Homecoming is a good movie.
I like nerd on nerd violence and the newer Spider-Man. I think that's mostly a good idea.
But like,
I do like the unlikable.
Yeah, the unlikablness is like I think what really makes this movie feel a lot more rich and well-rounded. And I also like how bizarre the friendship is between Harry and Peter, because like. This is a friendship that clearly started off because, like, Harry got kicked out of a bunch of, like, private schools, so he had to go to this, like, poor-ass school there, and Peter was clearly the guy that was helping him with his homework, and, like, they became friends, like, because of that, because they're kind of outcasts, but, like, they don't really have a lot in common, but, like, they still kind of just, like, it feels like kind of like a realistic friendship of, like, someone just, like, based on situation rather than common interests. And I think that James Franco does such an interesting performance with it because it is such a bizarre friendship he has with Peter.
Yeah, like James Franco is like obviously a scumbag.
Yeah.
And he's like not that good, but I think like in these movies he's actually really good as Harry Osborn.
I think so too, yeah. I really like performance.
I think this one is his best one. Like I think as much as a mixed bag, this is like those three main characters of like Peter, Mary Jane, and Harry are like at their best in this movie.
Mm-hmm. And I like that because it is so goofy that Harry gets amnesia and like even at the hospital
in the head again.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, like Peter, you're my best friend in the entire world. But like I think Harry sells it so well because you get to see the entire arc happen again. Harry remembering like this motherfucker killed my dad. So he's the whole arc there. He has a clumsy scene with the butler there. I was like, oh, like
his butler is so funny.
Exposition butler.
Exposition butler.
The butler is like the performance sucks, and for some reason he's American. He's an American British butler. I don't know. I don't understand.
And like I don't think he's in the last two movies. I think this is just.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, like it feels like something that should have been a bit more developed.
But he was there. Yeah, quote unquote. As we find out later.
Yeah,
he was just off screen.
Yeah, but like at this point in time, because at the hospital, like Harry wakes up and he doesn't remember it being Green Goblin or anything like that, or like who like Spider-Man really is. So like Peter just thinks he's on top of the world because he has his girlfriend, he has his best friend, he's Spider-Man, everything's great. Also, meanwhile, there's the police are chasing after an escaped convict, Flint Marco, played by Thomas Haden Church, and he falls into a giant pit in the ground. It's full of sand, and
they're doing science upon.
Yeah, there's sand experiments.
That's pretty much exactly how it
shows.
happens.
Before that, it shows us like his daughter. So like he escaped prison to see his daughter who has like MS, maybe
some disease
or something.
Disease. Yeah, she has a non-specific disease. Yeah,
and it's bad because she has one of those Bryce canes.
Yeah,
so that's how you know he has pathos, because his kid is fucked up.
It is such a comic book way to set up a villain that's sympathetic.
Like, I think it works, even as goofy as it is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it goes down in the comics. Like, he breaks out, visits his kid, and then immediately somehow gets trapped in a sand particle accelerator.
Yeah. And
I love how the science stuff is like completely unexplained. It's just like, they're doing some shit on science. Science.
I mean, they're in a universe. They're it's at the university, whatever. They're doing.
He did like break in there, so it's dangerous. So like, there's that. But like, also they're just like zapping some sand.
Aga's also create a lot of super villains through her science experiments. So
yeah. But no.
She created Calendar Man.
Yeah, but. Did you ever read any of the original run of the Spider-Man comics? Because there's one of them.
40s?
Yeah.
Not that old.
Okay, I've read them.
Okay.
Like the original run, and there's one comic where Spider-Man defeats Sandman by just vacuuming him up with a vacuum.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
That's a really good idea.
It's really good. And then also
getting a giant cat to like pee on him.
Yeah, and then also again like with the mud, like I remember that in one of the Sandman comics.
I love these science experiments happening, and it's like, oh, there's something on the sensor, like, oh, it's probably some birds, they'll fly away. And it's like activate this like particle accelerator or whatever, and like it starts going, and then like all the sand fuses with his body. See Thomas Haden Church kind of disintegrate into like a sand being. And
I think this is the best scene of the movie.
Yeah, I really like the music during that scene as well.
It's like so touching, and it makes me really like think of the amazing movie that it was like supposed to be without studio interference. Like, I think it would be a true like actual all-timer, like not just comic book movie, but movie in general, if it was just the Sandman Harry movie that it was supposed to be.
Yeah, and I
like all those moments are the best moments, and they're really good.
Yeah. And I like the Venom stuff overall in this movie, but like I feel like Sandman's not in this movie for like a long stretch of time, and I feel like they could integrate him a lot better if like they focus on him. But like when Sandman like, kind of wakes up again, and he's like as part of a sand being, and like he got like a little locket or something from his daughter, and he's trying to like grasp at it with his like little sandy paws, and like at first like he goes right through it, and then he's slowly able to start like reconstituting himself to be able to like reform his body at his own will, and become bigger or whatever like that. And I think it's like interesting, a little bit of body horror. It's nice, very Sam Raimi to do.
Yeah, he struggles so hard to make himself. I feel like if the scene was like in the MCU, he would just like do it in 5 seconds. Yeah. But, like, because this is a Sam Raimi movie, it takes like a minute and a half to like learn how to form himself again, and he's like has a really hard time doing it.
So I watched No Way Home last night, and the movie fucking sucks ass. But the worst part of the movie is like Spider-Man's fighting Jamie Foxx Electro, and then all of a sudden, like you see like Sandman pop up, and there's Thomas Haden Church, and like and all kind of say like, "Hey, Peter Parker, do you remember me? It's me, Flint Marco. I'm here to help you." And like I've never,
he has some line deliveries like that in this movie. Like later in the truck, he's like, "I don't want to hurt you."
Yeah. Like Thomas Haden Church is a very specific flavor of actor, and he's not enthusiastic, but like, I don't know. I think he needs to really channel his like kind of deadpan for it to work. Like
it's like Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
He kind of looks similar to him.
Very similar, yeah. But like in that No Way Home, Thomas Haden Church and Risa Fons are so checked out, not giving a shit whatsoever about the performances they're trying to do. But like. Yeah, just like, why even have him in the movie if you're not going to fucking try? But, like, so now we have Sandman running around New York City doing whatever because he wants to make money. His big thing is making money to help fund his daughter's cure. And then in the city, like there's like a girder falls through like a building where Gwen Stacy is like doing a model shoot, and her dad, who's the police captain, played by James Cromwell, who is always great in these movies. In any movie, James Cromwell, he's great. And so Spider-Man saves Gwen Stacy, and then pretty good, decent sequence actually of him saving her. And
the CGI for the crane in the city in the back is a little.
Yeah.
I was watching the movie without my glasses so that it was a little bit blurry, so I didn't notice the bad CGI.
That's a good
I thought it looked awesome.
And
it looked really good.
Watching the DVD I gave you as well, so it's even blurry as is.
Yeah. I was watching the DVD.
I had some Netflix bitrate because it's on Netflix here.
Yeah.
That kind of like smudged it up.
I watched,
but it still was yeah.
I watched the Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray is a very primitive Blu-ray.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not like holding it against the movie that this CGI isn't amazing because like it was 2007, but still it's iffy in spots.
I mean, I think all of those scenes in the Raimi movies where he's saving like civilians they're all really good.
Mm-hmm.
I love when he's just like, catch someone dangling off of a building. That's so cool. Yeah, stop the train.
Yeah.
Oh
my god, the train scenes too is so good.
Yeah, they kind of try to have it in the Tom Holland one where he like stops the boat or like holds the boat together, but I don't know. I feel like the camera work in that one, or just bad. I don't know, something about it is just it just doesn't have like the weight of
John Watts is a bad filmmaker, and then you also get Tony Stark showing up to like, hey, here you go, Peter Parker. Here's all my gear, so you don't have to do anything yourself. Like, you're my precious baby boy.
Yeah, that
really precious baby boy.
That was weird. But okay, so as someone who's only read the 1963 comics, do Spider-Man and Tony Stark do they actually know each other in the They do? Okay.
Extensively. And
but it's not
like the Iron Spider suit from the movie is
that's right. I forgot.
That's from the comics. Like a lot of that is from the comics.
Yeah.
A big problem with the MCU is that they don't have Uncle Ben is mentioned, but he doesn't have that kind of relationship with him where like he is trying to aspire to be like Uncle Ben. And the first 3 MCU Spider-Man movies basically have him want to become Iron Man. He's trying to find a father figure like Iron Man. And then No Way Home has Aunt May get killed. And it's like, she gives the great power comes great responsibility speech. And then like, okay, so like, was that the origin for Spider-Man trying to become like a good person, save people's lives? And like Brand New Day, they can please like pretty much pretend that those first 3 movies didn't exist in that way. Like they truly pretend that Uncle Ben's not a thing. Like Aunt May's grave is there by itself, no Uncle Ben at all.
Yeah, they made like this weird stink when Homecoming was coming out about how like they're not going to show Uncle Ben, they're not going to show the spider that bit him because like the other movies already did it.
Origin story. We're not doing another origin story.
Well, I remember like back when Amazing Spider-Man came out, like 2012, like because they just basically redo the first act of Spider-Man 1 Sam Raimi movie again in Amazing Spider-Man with Martin Sheen there. And like every one of that when the movie came out, I was like, why are you guys origin story again? We just saw these like the last Spider-Man
because it's important. They're doing it because it's important.
But it's also like
I don't know, people are stupid.
But it's also done way worse, right? Like Martin Sheen's checked out those movies. Like
just worse.
Those movies are terrible. They're bad movies. But like
everyone knows the best Uncle Ben is in Madam Web.
Okay. Madam Web. Okay, I hope someone will bring up Madam Web because Uncle Ben's in that movie played by Adam Scott and
from Parks and Rec,
and he works as like a paramedic with Madam Web herself, Dakota Johnson, and I think they have a good repertoire in that movie. I think they're a lot of fun, and
I just like Adam Scott in general.
Same, and Madam Web's a bad movie, but it's kind of fun.
It's very bad, and it's awesome because it sucks. It's so fucking bad.
Yeah, like
it's probably worse than Morbius.
So the problem with Morbius is only redeemable because of Matt Smith as the villain.
He's so fucking funny.
Madam Web's biggest flaw is the villain sucks. I think if you just swap the villains and had Matt Smith play just the same guy in Madam Web would be an instant classic. Like
You should just stop with the non-Spider-Man Spider.
They did.
They did.
They put him on hold because
they did.
Madam Web sucked because Kraven the Hunter sucked. I forget what order they keep coming out in.
Kraven the Hunter was the last one.
So they stopped.
That movie was very bad.
They stopped making Venom movies too.
Yeah, because they finished them.
They finished them. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I like Venom movies.
Three Last Dance fucking rocks.
Venom.
I haven't. Okay, so I'm like a huge Spider-Man fan, and so I didn't want to watch the Venom movies because I love
them. They're fun.
They're so fucking funny.
I cried in a Venom too.
Tom Hardy is actually really good in those movies. Even though they're bad and everyone around him doesn't give a fuck, he's chewing the scenery. It's so awesome.
Doing a crazy voice.
His voice
for himself and for Venom.
Yeah, and the friendship they have is kind of a bit romantic.
It's not a friendship. They're in love. They're in love with each other.
Yeah,
I know that much because my sister mentioned me specifically to be they're in love with each other.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be homoerotic, which is awesome.
Yeah. And Venom 3 has some really fun performances too. Gino Temple is really fun in it. Rhys Ifans is, he's checked out as Lizard, but he's really fun in that movie as a guy who's he believes in aliens existing. So he's an alien truther taking his family on a road trip in an RV. And I think Venom 3 is a really fun movie. That's a really
I love all three of them.
Same.
Even though they're not that good, and the first one has a very bad Eminem song in it.
Oh, the worst Eminem song. Also, the Raimi Spider movies all have songs too. The first one, the big one, has it's Hero by Chad Kroeger and who's the other guy? And
Chad Kroeger of Nickelback.
Chad Kroeger of Nickelback and Joe. It's the guy from Stained or something.
What was the 2000s? These movies are.
What was the song for Spider-Man 3?
Oh, it's a Snow Patrol song. What's it called?
I don't mind Snow Patrol. Okay.
What's it? The Blu-ray has the music video of it. We didn't watch it.
Oh God!
But the Spider-Man soundtracks were huge. I remember.
They were.
Yeah, I remember being obsessed with the Spider-Man 1 soundtrack a lot, and the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack it has the Dashboard Confessional song "Vindicated," which is a banger. That song is so cringe.
The original score as well in all of these movies.
Yeah, they should have put the Creed songs in all of them.
100%.
Danny Elfman did the music, right?
Not in this one. Danny Elfman was not in 3 because of the creative differences. It's Christopher Young doing the music, which it's a good imitation, but it's not quite the same. But the themes for it are really good. The Spider-Man movies, I
like all the strings, all the violin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So after the Spider-Man saves Gwen Stacy, there's a big ceremony that happens in downtown New York that to honor Spider-Man.
Give him the key to the city.
Gets the key to the city there, and Spider-Man is Peter Parker is so obsessed.
This pisses me off so much.
Yeah, but it's just Peter just being such a self-absorbed asshole. He thinks he's on top of the fucking world, and during this he does the kiss to Gwen Stacy, the whole upside down kiss.
Yeah, he could see Mary Jane. She's 10 feet away. What are you doing?
What is his fucking
problem?
And the way he tries to tell her later on is Spider-Man and Peter Parker are different people. I was playing into the crowd. He's trying to have it both ways, right? He's trying to have it the best of both worlds. And it's such a cringy thing, but the way that Kirsten Dunst just sells it is so well done. Because she's disgusted and disappointed.
I really hate how Bryce Dallas Howard is treated in the movie.
Yeah.
She doesn't really get much to do, and her whole character arc is to just be goon bait for Peter Parker.
Yeah, just for Peter. But she does get a nice moment in the where he takes her to a jazz club where she apologizes to MJ. She's kind of it's weird. She's kind of an unwilling participant in the entire movie. It's she's only there because of sort of studio meddling, and she's aware of it and apologizes for it.
But I feel because the way this movie ends is like, you don't know if Peter and MJ get back together, but like, would the fourth one have had like Gwen Stacy and Peter try a thing together and then get back with MJ? Because I feel like the audience would be rooting for her, Peter and Mary Jane to end up back together, not Gwen Stacy. So I feel like it's a really bad way to introduce Gwen Stacy in the third movie and not have them potentially end up together. Like, it's a clumsy bit of like you have to insert this character because she's popular, but not because it works organically with the story.
They never really treat like the best Gwen obviously is in the animated ones.
Absolutely, yeah.
But like the live action ones did her dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Like she gets her scene, like the iconic scene in Amazing Spider-Man, but like that movie's bad.
Yeah,
and I don't think the new ones even mention her.
No,
I don't remember that if she is. Maybe
they have a
like
Betty Brant
as her. Yep, as a Angry Rice plays her, I think, in those ones. Yeah,
Angry Rice plays Betty Brant. I mean, those movies don't even really have like an MJ. They have a character named MJ,
but it's not like Mary Jane Watson. Yeah.
That's because Kirsten Dunst is irreplaceable.
That's true.
And that's this movie also raises an interesting question of replaceability because like J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson is so fucking good in these movies.
I love
so good they brought him into the MCU as the same character.
Yeah,
his desk covered in antacids is so
good. His like assistant. Like,
oh my god,
buzzing it.
Played by Elizabeth Banks.
That was yes, that is Elizabeth Banks. That's really fucking funny.
That's Betty Brant. Put some respect on her name.
Yeah. And I just love that. I love like when he's like taking the proper medication and he's like buzzing it, like vibrating the desk. Is so pissed off. Like he's in this movie just mostly he's in these movies for comedy purposes, right? But like he's such a good actor, and like and I think that they thought for the Amazing Spider-Man movies that like you can't recast J. Jonah Jameson because he was so good as J.K. Simmons.
He also looks exactly like the original comic illustration.
Yeah,
like that's literally just a drawing of Jonah.
Yeah, but like those Amazing Spider-Man movies are lacking because they don't have the Daily Bugle, and the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies are lacking because they don't have Peter Parker have a job either. Like it's like I don't know. Like I feel like the Daily Bugle needs to be in these movies, and they need to actually have J. Jonah Jameson do things, I think, if you're going to have him. Like, I don't know, I think the hesitation to recast certain characters, like, they don't want to recast J. Jonah Jameson ever. They don't want to recast Wolverine, so they're going to keep Hugh Jackman playing as him forever. Like, I don't know, I feel like, how many Spider-Mans have we seen before? Like they've had, like, Spider-Verse has, like, 40 people play Spider-Man. No Way Home has 3 Spider-Mans. You can recast these characters, and audiences would be okay with it.
I do think J. Jonah Jameson, though, like that, it does make sense to keep that guy because that's just like that. Like,
yeah,
and it also doesn't really matter that he's older. Like,
yeah, but also you can kind of just do like kind of like maybe with kind of like those James Bond movies, how like Judi Dench played M in the Pierce Brosnan ones and in the Daniel Craig ones, which are prequels as well. Like, you can just have like the same actor be in the roles, and like I think that if you're going to have J. Jonah Jameson as J.K. Simmons in these movies, you got to have the Daily Bugle pop up as an entity in these things, because like you can't just have J. Jonah Jameson pop up and not have like the dynamic pop up.
It is weird, like because Peter, he doesn't work for he's not a photographer in the Tom Holland ones, right?
No, he doesn't have a job.
You only saw him in Far From Home because he was
briefly,
like Alex Jones, basically.
I think that was
which
actually,
I think was really fucking funny.
That was a good idea, to have him be.
Do you guys play the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game?
Yeah, I love it.
Fun game, but like that's also exactly how J. Jonah Jameson is in that game too, where he is hosting InfoWars podcast.
And Tom Holland loves those games. Like he's always talking about them. He's always trying to get stuff from them into the movies. Like,
that's mean to the Daily Bugle though, because an entire plot point in the Spider-Man 3 is that J. Jonah Jameson fires Eddie for doctoring a photo, and Alex Jones doesn't care about integrity.
Yeah.
But I do think, like, the Daily Bugle, like, I mean, I guess they're kind of a rag, like the New York Post or whatever, but they're more, like, they care about the truthful.
There is, like, some sort of sense of, like, we're telling a real story where we're going to twist it a certain way.
They have journalistic integrity. It's just...
Imagine, like, a 2026 version of this movie where they, like, promote Eddie or start doing, like, a whole fake news
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Evil
I think
Spider-Man.
that's a great angle to take this, and I think that like I don't know, I just think it's a bad choice for Spider-Man to not have a job in those
It-
new movies.
Yeah, or like he's supposed to be a photographer. Like he should be taking photos. Like I don't get why they don't have like because that's also one of it's his creative outlet as well.
Exactly, yeah. Like, because Spider-Man, he's a creative guy. Like Peter Parker's creative. He's like a smart. I think I prefer Peter Parker to be creative than to be a quote unquote genius. Like I don't
He's a
really.
genius in this movie.
He's always been kind of a genius character.
Yeah,
But,
he's
like,
a really smart.
He's
guy.
smart, but like I don't really. Like I'd rather Peter Parker to like take photos of Spider-Man than for Peter Parker to create like a
Like
eugenics.
he's only with Alfred Molina in the second one because he's doing like a
Yeah, well,
lab
isn't
thing,
like
isn't he?
in terms of intelligence, like so, like Reed Richards is like the smartest man on Earth, and then there's a couple of other superheroes, and then Spider-Man's up there.
Yeah, Spider-Man
He's
is
like-
always depicted
he's
as
like
like one of the
genius
smart.
intelligence. Yeah,
Like he makes all his own stuff.
yeah.
like,
No,
the
I
record is
like
in
him as a like a super genius,
But
but
I also
I also
think-
like him as a super genius that's just like
But being a super genius makes you unlikable.
He can't get a
usually.
real job. Like he
Yeah.
has no social skills.
I just think I'd rather have like Peter Parker and Spider-Man: Brand New Day have a job as a photographer and get the workplace dynamic with that, than have Peter Parker just inventing like, the most high-tech 3D printer ever and do everything in his own apartment because I feel so frictionless.
I think it is also like now I guess we're kind of thinking as like a genius. It's like, oh well, that's someone that like should just work in Silicon Valley and would have money.
Yeah, which
But I feel like
they can
he
do
could
well.
balance that with just making him be more awkward and just like bombing all of these job
He gets
interviews.
a job at Chat GPT.
Yeah. Like Oscorp, like GPT or something like that. Like
Oscorp is
Yeah,
like
well,
directly
he's
mentioned.
worked
Isn't it?
for. I'm pretty sure he's
MCU?
worked for Oscorp before.
Amazing Spider-Man, he does in the second movie.
Yeah.
I played through Spider-Man 2 in the PS5 last year, and that one has a lot of Oscorp stuff. Which that's a game that it's fun, but like I feel like every gameplay beat and every narrative beat goes on for a bit too long. But like that one has like Kraven the Hunter and Venom being the main villains, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
What?
they really wanted to do like a Craven's Last Hunt thing. I remember.
Yeah.
We were talking about it.
So I actually really enjoyed the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie because my favorite Spider-Man villain was the Vulture, and we finally
Dude, Michael
fucking
Keaton as a Vulture was so good.
That's
He's so
such good
good.
casting. He's so good in that
And
movie.
it was so sick when he showed up in Morbius.
Yeah. That was
he
so
was
funny.
He was in Morbius.
He's the post credits.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
they're gonna team up.
What the hell are they? What
What's-
are they doing?
What's so
I
funny
also
with
really like I doubt we're ever gonna get it, but I really like the Chameleon. But I seriously doubt we will ever get.
So
Chameleon.
the best part about about the Vulture showing up at the end of Morbius is the post credits sequence. So
It's
Morbius
so fucking weird.
Morbius is not
is
really presented as a villain per
So
se in the movie,
bizarre. Yeah.
but like the Vulture shows up at the end of the post credits because like I don't know, it's because of the multiverse shit that happens in these previous movies, and the post credit scene is like Morbius and the Vulture meeting up, and Vulture's like, "Hey, do you want to help me take out Spider-Man?" Morbius like, "Yes, I will." I was like, "Wait, you have no incentive to do so. He's just some kid." Like,
Well, if it's Jared Leto, so he's like taking his dating pool. There's less competition, you know.
Yeah, those I love. Like Morbius is like a fascinating bad movie because like who was clamoring for a Morbius film?
Me, dude, I love Morbius.
Are you serious?
No.
No, so I wasn't even familiar with Morbius from like the
He's like a
Spider-Man
Z
at
tier
all.
comic book character
Mhm.
in like the Midnight Suns briefly, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Spider-Man, like it's the rights issues with Sony in the Spider movies were like they can make their own movies as long as they not have like the same characters as the MCU. So like you couldn't have Aunt May or Peter Parker, but you could have like Uncle Ben and Morbius and Madam Web.
So fucking funny. Their relationship with Sony is so strange.
Yeah.
Like, all of the Disney like physical media is done through Sony. Like,
Mhm.
literally all of it. for some reason. Like, they don't ever do their own. And the Spider-Man rights thing is like, I don't understand it at all.
But, like,
it doesn't make any sense.
But like, Sony's probably happy as fuck because like Brand New Day had the biggest. They had the biggest domestic opening of all time, which is insane. It beat Avengers Endgame somehow.
It's because
people love the Spider-Man.
People fucking love Spider-Man. Is the best. He's awesome, and everyone loves Spider-Man. Like, even if they hate other superhero movies, like I'm gonna go see Spider-Man, and I haven't cared.
People know if you went up in the street and said, "Name a superhero," I bet you will get like 49% Batman, 49% Spider-Man, and 2% literally anybody else.
Yeah, including Superman. I think people care about Batman, Spider-Man, and like Superman maybe, but like it's the two. There's two guys. It's clearly just Batman, Spider-Man, and no one else.
Well, there's a reason that those were kind of like the best. Like they were adapted in the early 2000s for a reason. Like those are the best ones.
Those are the guys. Yeah.
The miracle of the MCU was that they turned guys to like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Was like a B-lister before the MCU, and then he's like the number one guy now.
Yeah.
Even in the comics, he's like Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Guardians of the Galaxy are a huge deal too, which like they were not a big deal in the
especially
comics.
Not the ones with fuck ass, what's his face, Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Peter Quill. Star-Lord.
Yeah, Peter Quill. Like he's like nothing in the comics before those movies.
Mm-hmm. And like how much I have a sneaky feeling that they're gonna be paying like because they were talking today about like, is there gonna be a Spider-Man 5? Like we have not started talking about Spider-Man 5 because we won't give Zendaya and Tom Holland a nice break. I bet that the Russo brothers are like trying to clamor together to like find a way to write Spider-Man into Doomsday somehow for at least a cameo.
He's like 100 billion% going to be in Secret Wars.
Yeah, 100%. That makes sense.
Definitely.
Yeah, but like Doomsday, I bet they're going to try and find some way to work him into that movie.
They're going to do the Jessica thing that Denis Villeneuve did for Dune 3 and just like shove him in somewhere for 2 seconds.
I love how
is Spider-Man really not going to be in Doomsday? Then why did they have this one come out?
He's not been announced as like the main cast as the part of the big reveal. Like
what's the fucking point of having these multiverse and then not putting Spider-Man in it?
I know, right? It's pretty stupid.
Also, one of my favorite arcs from the comics is when Spider-Man tries to join the Fantastic Four, and they just are like, "Please go away," and they hate him. So they really hate him, and he like keeps trying. He's like, "We could be the Fantastic Five."
Oh, that's funny.
He's such a dork.
No, he is. He's such a dork, and they don't let him. They don't let him hang out.
They should replace the Human Torch. What's he there for?
Oh, like
he's Sue Storm's brother. Who cares?
Yeah, he was just a complete waste of space in that Fantastic Four movie that came out last year.
I never saw it.
I don't remember it.
It's so forgettable.
I remember not liking it that much.
Like
I don't like Pedro Pascal though. So
yeah, he's everyone's like. Ivan Moss Baccarat is like pretty much, or how you pronounce that name, is like he's the one trying the most, but that character Ben Grimm has nothing to do in that movie. The Fantastic Four, like the whole part of the movie is that like Galactus wants to eat one baby, and then like they're like, oh, we have to sacrifice all of humanity to save our one baby, which is just like
I feel like that part makes more sense if you like know comics, but like if you're just watching the MCU, it just doesn't make any fucking sense because like Franklin Richards is like God, basically, in the comics. No, Franklin, his
the
kid.
Baby.
Oh, his kid.
The baby becomes like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, like, I don't give a like I don't know, like I see people die all the time in these movies, like sacrifice one baby to like save humanity. Like it's kind of like the whole with Elizabeth Debicki and Tenet. It's like all of existence will die, like including my son. Like yeah, so like your kid's gonna die anyway, right? Like
even Kingo.
Yeah, Kingo. Yes. Oh man,
Dude, I hope the Eternals are in Doomsday. Like even for a cameo, I want to see Kingo.
They should at least just like pretend that movie matters. Like, there's man,
they set up Kit Harington to do like a Black Knight something,
and
they just never mentioned it again.
That movie also has Harry Styles at the end of it.
Yes, it does. It's Thanos' gay brother.
They're brothers.
Yes. Yeah, the whole thing about Thanos is that he only looks like that because he's fucked up. Like, all of his family looks normal. Yeah, he's
Are you
like got a
serious?
birth defect
Oh my god.
that makes him purple. Like, his family doesn't look like that.
Okay, now I want like a Harry Styles and Josh Brolin like family sitcom of them
That'd be
like
so
sick,
dude.
multicam, and just have them like like Harry Styles like being like cool with the ladies and like that, and Thanos being some sort of dweeb loser virgin.
That would be so awesome. But yeah, he's like an outcast because he's gross.
Yeah. That'd be so much better than him just being some purple like grimace guy. Like,
well, he's a grimace guy in like the comics.
Yeah,
because
but like
he's got like a birth defect.
I didn't know it was a birth defect. That's so funny.
Like literally, that's what it is.
But yeah, like the we like MCU of course because like this is like tied to the MCU obviously, but like the Eternals, Shang-Chi, like who cares anymore? Like, it's just like
Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man,
dude. Oh my
people
god,
care about Spider-Man.
I feel so bad for Simu Liu. He's like the number one Shang-Chi lover.
He went to the same university I did during the same time.
Did you know him?
Didn't know him.
He was a goober.
He was at the business school, and that business school.
It must have made him so sad to see that the director for Shang-Chi, Daniel Destiny 2 Cretton, or whatever his name is, he's the director for the new Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. And I like Shang-Chi. I thought it was a pretty fun movie.
I do like Shang-Chi too.
Yeah.
Like,
they just
I thought it was
did
pretty
that,
okay.
right?
Yeah, they really did. He's in Doomsday, I think.
Oh.
Yes, he is. He has like he's in the trailer.
That's the first time he's mentioned in like 10 years.
Yeah,
remember
like Awkwafina in that movie is awful because it's Awkwafina, but like that movie's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Remember in
what's his face from
Spider-Man
all
3
the,
when it was just Spider-Man?
Is it Tony Longus in those movies? No. It's Tony Longus in Shang-Chi, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Insane. But like one thing I like about the Raimi Spider-Man movies is that like it's not a combined universe. It is literally like at most you're setting up the next movie with the same characters and the emotional arc there.
There's no fucking the Lizard spinoff or anything.
Yeah, but like
Spider-Man.
They want to do a Venom spinoff off of this movie, but like
God. Imagine a whole fucking movie of Topher Grace Venom.
Oh my god! I don't think it would have been Topher Grace, but it would have been like the symbiote doing something.
Honestly, it probably would have been similar to Tom Hardy Venom.
Yeah, because like No Way Home, its post-credit sequence is Tom Hardy.
That post-credit scene is so fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like the guy. It's like one of the football players from Ted Lasso is like a bartender, and like Eddie Brock and Venom are like chatting with the guy. And then he gets warped back to his own universe, and a bit of the Venom symbiote gets left behind. Like, oh, the Venom symbiote is in the Spider-Man world now, and like, or the MCU, and like nothing happens.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, but yeah. So back to the Spider-Man 3. So like, we have
got on a fucking tangent.
But
Jesus.
it's the MCU, right? You got to talk about the various implications of the world because that's just all crossover shit, right?
Extended universe.
Yeah, and so like the Mary Jane's pissed off because Peter kissed Gwen Stacy upside down. Is when Sandman's doing his whole robbery in the streets there. Steals an armored truck. He gets away. And we also got James Cromwell as Gwen Stacy's father, who has a meeting with Peter. It's like, hey, this Flint Marco guy, he's actually Uncle Ben's true killer. And the guy who you thought killed him was just the accomplice, which makes Peter all pissed off, which I think elevates the stakes a little bit more for Peter, but like it's kind of a bit clumsy. Like I like the fact that he has a bit more drama to like work with, because like I love watching Peter unravel in this movie because Peter deserves to unravel.
I really like the
kind of a shithead. So it's nice to see him get brought low a little.
Yeah, well, sort of immediately after that, he's like, okay, I'm going to don the symbiote suit, and I'm going to kill this guy, and he thinks he's killed the Sandman, and then he goes and tells Aunt May, and he's, like, so happy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, look, Spider-Man killed that guy that we hate. We both hate him. And she's like, damn, wow, Spider-Man fucking, how that's terrible. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh no, and he's
Yeah.
losing everything. And then,
Mm-hmm.
and then MJ, I think, well, I guess at this point MJ is already kind of broken up with him anyway.
Yeah, she's like wants to end things. They meet like a bridge in Central Park, and like he's ready to propose, and she's there to break up with him.
Well, she's there to break up with him under duress because Harry got his memory back and is like gonna go.
Attacked her, basically.
Yeah, kidnapped her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, like it's
and
like
that sort of happens like while I think it happens like while he's like trying to kill Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
He like gets back, and then MJ is like, "By the way, it's over.
Yeah."
I've been kidnapped."
And like Peter just like pulling out the ring, trying to propose there. And they play it both so well because Peter is like rock fucking bottom for Peter. It's great. And, yeah, because like Harry's like his amnesia gets broken because he sees hallucination of Willem Dafoe.
Dude, this is awesome.
It's so good. I love Willem Dafoe in these movies.
You have to strike at the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter, don't tell Harry.
Yeah.
Me and Mike were saying that to each other like the whole movie. Like,
Yeah.
Peter, don't kill Harry. Don't hit Harry in the head.
Yeah. And yeah, so they have this Peter and Harry have the fight and everything. Harry's apartment, right? And and like they're throwing all the bombs and everything, and eventually Peter wins the fight because he has like the advantage of the Venom symbiote with him. And
when is it when he meets Peter at the like coffee shop and like
that's sort of just like right before this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like
explaining
another
"Oh, I'm
guy.
here."
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm the other guy, and he looks back and winks, and I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
oh.
that's so good. The melodrama is so fucking good in this movie. Like,
I fucking love the James Franco in these movies, even though he's awful.
Yeah,
he's so good as
that's
Harry.
the problem with James. It's the problem with guys with James Franco is like they can be really good actors despite being monsters.
He should be the next Skeletor, dude.
Can you imagine? Do you see that one video? It came like couple weeks ago. He released, but him finding an alien.
What? James Franco found an alien?
Yeah, it's
Is
clearly
Dave Franco?
No, okay. So like, it's like a 5-minute long video he posted online, and he's like, "Hey, like, I found proof of extraterrestrial life." He's being dead serious about it.
Oh my god, he found real Venom.
And like he just turns around a laptop, and it's clearly like a ring camera of a guy in an alien suit, like dressed up like a typical gray alien. And
that fucking rocks.
And like it's just like it's clearly fake, right? But he plays it so straight. It's so fucking funny. Like, all right, James Franco can actually sell these things so well. Like everyone's like, is it supposed to be his comeback or not? But like, I don't know. I laughed a lot at it. It was so fucking funny.
It would have been so funny if he like turned around the laptop and it's like Dave Franco.
Yeah. His one defender. Because like, I think it came out the exact same time as Seth Rogen was getting a lot of praise for The Invite. So like, I wonder if he felt like a bit like, I gotta get myself back out there myself. Like,
I'm sure he will have a job at Paramount. Host-taste.
Yeah, like these guys don't never get truly canceled. Like even Armie Hammer has some job. Like he makes like Bulgarian action movies now or something.
Yeah, he makes Uwe Boll Nazi movies.
Yeah.
And then he comes out after and says, I didn't know it was a Nazi movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oopsie.
Like, I was not informed that this movie was going to be this way. I'm like, what do you think you were fucking doing the whole time?
You weren't making high art or anything. Yeah, so at the so Harry's all like at the hospital yet again because he's more head trauma, and at work at the Daily Bugle, Peter like kind of exposes Eddie Brock of all these fake photos of Spider-Man
in a really douchey way, where like even though he's in the right, you're kind of like, fuck you, Peter.
Like, calm down, Peter. Yeah. And so like J. Jonah Jameson he fires Eddie. Peter gets promoted. So he's all happy yet again. Then this is where we have the dance sequence.
Oh,
right?
I gotta say, the edited picture of Spider-Man that Topher Grace gives to J. Jonah Jameson is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Because it is so clearly fake.
Yeah.
Like, it's the worst Photoshop job ever. Mm-hmm. But Peter still, like, feels the need to, like, highlight what exactly is fake.
Yeah, because, like, Peter is, like, a bit of a bully.
And it's a fake photo of a different Daily Bugle photo, so, like, shouldn't you have noticed?
Yeah. Because, like, Peter's one of those guys that gets bullied a lot, but he himself is a bit of a bully, too. Like, he is a bit of an asshole. And he just comes across as a complete bully asshole here, too.
Yeah,
and
he's like Liz Lemon. Who,
yeah.
Like, he thinks he's bullied, but he was bullying people the whole time.
Hey, Liz, how's your telescope? I don't know. How's your mom's pill problem?
Yeah, that's
basically him, yeah.
So we get this iconic, the dance scene of him, like, downtown and everything, as him a dark Spider-Man. I think he's the most confident motherfucker in the world, dressed up like a guy. Like, his hair is like a guy from Fall Out Boy, like...
Oh, God, he looks so...
I love how 2000s this movie is.
I love how everyone he passes on the street is, like, looking at him with disgust and, like mild amusement. Fuck?
Yeah. And it's such cringy dancing, too, but, yeah, so, Peter brings Gwen to a jazz club, which is where Mary Jane works, because Mary Jane, she lost her job on Broadway to, like, a different actress.
No,
so now she works, like, a jazz club singing, where she, like, acts and serves. And, yeah, she's, excuse me.
Yeah. Peter just brings her there to humiliate her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, it's actually, like, really upsetting. And then he gets up there and he's, like, playing the piano, and oh my God. And I love, like, when the scene ends, everyone in the restaurant is just kind of like, what the fuck was that? Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. And, like, it's a really well done scene because it's very, very upsetting.
Yeah.
And it's so cringy, too. It's, like, it's awful to look at. And when he's, like, the bouncer's trying to kick him out, he accidentally hits Mary Jane. And he's like, oh, fuck, this Venom symbiote is, like, really fucking me up.
He fucking wallops Mary Jane pretty good, too. Like, even though it's accidental, she goes to the floor, like, Jesus, Peter.
And, so, like, he, like, swings away, goes to a church tower. There's a bell there.
This scene is so fucking funny.
This scene's incredible because...
I love this scene. I love that Eddie is.
Oh my God.
So Eddie also happens
to Jesus to kill Peter Parker.
He's like, dear God, please kill Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And I love his delivery of that line too. I think it's just so funny.
Because you think that he's just like like asking his God for his job back or for some personal salvation, but it's like he's looking, a
sign or anything. He's like, no,
he's looking at Jesus on the cross, like, please God, kill Peter Parker.
Oh my God, it's so fucking funny.
How do people hate this movie? This movie's fucking awesome.
I think like people forget, but Sam Raimi is a hilarious person.
He's so funny.
He's so fucking funny.
Did you guys saw Send Help, right?
Yes, dude, that movie rocks.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was there in Send Help. He was there.
Sorry, what?
Oh. I like how Venom is allergic to noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's also from the comics. Did you not get to like the black suit stuff when you were reading the comics?
We have. I'm trying to remember. We have like a compendium, and it's probably like, I don't know, 30 or 40 issues. So it doesn't go very far.
Yeah.
I don't think
Venom. Like the sound thing is, I think it's also in the Venom movies.
Yeah,
so, like that's like his weakness, like the symbiote weakness. Mm-hmm. So you can like shred him with sound.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is his? Oh yeah, he doesn't show up until number 258. So I would not have read that one.
But yeah, so the church bell's ringing. So like the symbiote detaches himself from Peter Parker and ends up attaching himself to Topher Grace there.
Topher Grace gets gooped.
He gets gooped. And so Topher Grace and Sandman, they join forces against Spider-Man. So they kidnap Mary Jane to drop Peter out.
That scene where they talk is so hilarious.
Yeah. I feel like it's just like, at this point, it's kind of like, like, all right, we gotta get MJ as a damsel in distress at some point. How are we gonna do this? It feels so typical. Like, But yeah, so like they kidnap MJ. And I do like the sequence of MJ up in the car and everything.
Yeah,
like,
that's
trying
good.
to jump out.
Even though like the CGI it is like obviously notable, I think it's like still good. It's still like a cool scene.
Yeah,
with like the venom webs and stuff.
Yeah, like it's a step down the visual effects from the previous movie, but at the same time, it's like at worst on par with the modern superhero movie.
Yeah,
it's not like as bad as Ant-Man Quantumania.
No, God, no.
Dude, imagine if MODOK was in this movie. That'd be awesome.
I'd kill myself. I hate that was the ugliest thing I've seen in my entire life. I think
Ant-Man Quantumania might actually be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, that movie's atrocious. Like, I think the ugliest thing I've ever seen in a movie is like the entirety of Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland and MODOK and Ant-Man and Quantumania.
Johnny Depp versus MODOK.
Oh God! Disgusting.
You should have got Johnny Depp
Mutual
as
self-destruction.
MODOK.
Self-destruction.
Do you think that if Christmas Carol does well, that MCU
it's
will
actually
try to
called
get Johnny Depp?
Ebenezer.
They're gonna
Before he was Scrooge, he was Ebenezer.
Ebenezer Scrooge is joining the MCU, and we're
yes, dude.
Man, if you get the whole Dickens collective into there, like I want David Copperfield, like
Oliver Twist,
get
Hit
from Great Expectations in there,
man.
Sure, why not? Why the hell not?
That'd be
Someone
so.
call Kevin Feige.
Trying to get Johnny Depp into the MCU would be fucking hilarious. Because like, who would he even be?
Well, I would love to have another lizard
Let's
movie.
fan cast Johnny Depp.
Dr. Connors. I want lizard. Oh, he could be.
Okay,
he could be Chameleon.
That's a great Dr. Connors. Johnny Depp is actually pretty good casting.
Yeah.
I imagine he would be like his character in that computer movie. What was it called?
Transcendence.
He becomes digital. Yeah.
What movie is that?
Wally Pfister, Nolan's cinematographer, like stopped doing Nolan movies because he wanted to make his own feature film called Transcendence, where Johnny Depp basically turned himself into a computer.
Oh,
it sucks.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
I did not watch it.
It was during like the like active downfall of Johnny Depp.
Yeah. And
like people were really souring on it, but he wasn't like a giga scumbag yet, I think, if I remember.
Anyone being canceled saved him because then all of the right wing press were like, "Oh, Johnny Depp! Oh, I love that guy." Remember?
Well, because like it ended up being that just the court said that
that Amber Heard trial did a lot for him.
Yeah, because like
he was on that fucking outs.
Because it was like basically said they defamed each other, right? So it wasn't even just like it was like both sides were absolved of guilt. Like both of them did shitty things. Like everyone's like, "Oh, this is proof that women are liars."
Yep.
Really easy to avoid a cancellation if you're like, wait a minute. What if I told you that there is a woman who's bad?
Exactly.
What do you think of that? And then you could be mad.
That's how I avoid cancellation, because I'm like, well, Egg is also very bad.
I'm uncancelable, actually. I can do no wrong. I could shoot Brian in the head.
I could shoot Spider-Man on
Avenue.
Could you imagine? It was like, yeah, no more movie pod because Egg shot Brian in the head.
Yeah.
You know what's really interesting about the Spider-Man movies? All set in New York do not feature Donald Trump.
No, Trump
does.
Whoa.
Makes you think.
But is Spider-Man in Home Alone 2?
I think yes, implicitly.
No way. Right before we recorded this, I was walking home, and a guy dressed as Spider-Man rode past me on a motorcycle.
That was Brian.
And then, like, careened all over the road.
I don't know, Brian. Did he say hi? It was you.
It couldn't.
As you on your way to do the pod.
I wasn't in Toronto today. I'm in Toronto this upcoming weekend, though. I'm seeing Metric in concert.
Also wear a Spider-Man suit.
Yeah, I should.
Well, I don't know where my Spider-Man costume ended up, but I do have one. Oh, yeah, and then somehow, after this fight, it's not the end of the movie. Like, the movie keeps going.
Yeah, so, like...
this movie is so long.
That's the final fight takes, like, 1,000 hours.
I do think this movie is far too long. I'll give it that.
It is too long,
So, like, this is where Harry has a funny sequence with the butler, whereas, like, the butler is like, oh, it was the glider that killed your father, not Spider-Man.
No,
like,
don't even do a British accent. The butler is American.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't even know you could make American
so
butlers.
American.
I didn't know they made American butlers. Like,
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought they were all British. Like he's like done up like a British butler.
yeah,
So it's like just some guy who's like LARPing, I guess.
and yeah, so like Spider-Man's trying to save Mary Jane, and then Harry shows up there to help out and everything, and they're trying to, they're doing all their flying around shit. Yeah, so they he's throwing like goblin bombs into like Sandman stuff, like kind of like.
You missed a cool scene though where Peter goes to ask Harry for help, and Harry like comes out of the shadows, and he's got a big ass scar because Spider-Man threw a bomb at his face.
Yeah.
And he's like, "How dare you come and ask for my help?"
Yeah.
So it becomes cooler when you see like a goblin bomb like suddenly embed into Sandman, because it's like, oh, he came.
Yeah, it's pretty hype moment, I would say. And so like basically they are able to like prevent Sandman from doing too much, and so they're fighting off. Peter's fighting Sandman Peter's fighting Venom in like some like half constructed building. And there's a lot of like metal pipes there, which Peter uses to make loud noises, which just detaches the symbiote from Eddie Brock there. And
the movie is so the sound effect is mixed like so loud.
Yeah, it's a loud movie. And so the symbiote like comes off of Eddie Brock there, and Peter's going to throw a pumpkin bomb to destroy Venom. But Eddie Brock, who's like just like is fucking addicted to the Venom symbiote, jumps back towards it.
Fuck.
Yeah, and so both Venom and Eddie die. And how does Harry get injured again?
There's like a brief moment where Harry hits his head again, like on an I-beam.
Yeah, and so so then Harry's dying, and Marco Flynn just explains to Peter
also
like,
he gets stabbed by
the glider.
Venom. No, by Venom. I think by.
Okay, yeah.
He gets stabbed by something after he gets hit in the head.
Yeah, yeah. So.
I think he gets stabbed by the metal poles.
Yeah, that sounds right. And yeah, so like Sandman's kind of to be like, hey, like, your Uncle Ben's death was an accident. I was doing everything to help my daughter. She makes money. And Peter's like, whatever, I forgive you. See ya. And so like Sandman just kind of like wisps away in the wind.
That guy just turned into sand?
Yeah.
I like that moment where he has like the talk with Sandman about like what actually happened.
I forgive you.
Yeah. And like Peter actually learns something and forgives him.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time you see like just the Sandman, just the Green Goblin stuff, you're like reminded that this movie could have been like an actual like
so much
10
better.
out of 10.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's only a 9 out of 10, so it didn't get rated that much,
That's my rating too.
I thought it was 2.5 out of 5.
Dirt in your eye.
No, it's
dirt in your eye.
I'm gonna rub dirt in your eye.
Dirt in your eye. It's almost as good as pizza time. Pizza time.
Pizza time. I'm gonna rub dirt in your pizza.
I'm gonna drop your
pita. Don't rub dirt in Harry's eye.
But yeah, Harry's dying. Peter doesn't rub dirt in his eye, but Harry and Peter, they kind of like reconcile and everything.
And they make out. They kiss.
They kiss. Gives him a nice handy before he dies.
I do think there's like some strange, like homoerotic subtext between him and Harry in this movie. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
There isn't my watch of it.
It was sort of similar to how Deadpool and Wolverine, they have like 50 different queer baiting scenes, like especially in the car. It kind of felt like that, but like less obvious.
I think because this movie is like set up as a love triangle between Harry, Peter, and Mary Jane.
They could have ended up in a throuple,
dude. Yes, or a I don't know what you call it for with Gwen Stacy.
Polycule?
Yeah, Polycule, dude. Spider-Man Polycule. That's
I don't think Gwen doesn't need to be there. It could be those three and then Sandman.
Yes, Sandman.
And May is the house mother.
No. Can't involve a relative.
Don't forget to wear a condom, kids.
No.
your Uncle Ben always said to wear a condom.
This version of Spider-Man is canonically infertile because of the radioactivity.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but
there's a comic book called Spider-Man Reign, in which Spider-Man not only receives Spider-Man powers, but also radioactivity from the radioactive spider. So he kills Mary Jane by coming inside of her.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of hot.
Spider-Man Reign is like an alternate universe where all of the worst shit ever happens.
They're always doing crazy shit to Spider-Man.
It's not very good.
They're always like, okay, and now Spider-Man's dead, and he's been now Dr. Octopus is piloting his corpse.
God, yeah, that.
Now he's been cloned.
Superior Spider-Man, dude.
Cloned again, and now he's been cloned again.
The clone sucks. The worst one is probably when he has to forget Mary Jane to make a deal with Satan.
Cool.
Because like, Spider-Man, isn't like 4 different runs of Spider-Man currently going on right now? It's like
there's a lot of.
They're always doing some shit with Spider-Man.
It's
and
like
now Miles, because Miles is popular.
Yeah, I feel like one thing I like about like these movies, and what I kind of like about the Nolan movies, Nolan Batman, is like they're contained universes. The heroes feel special because only like 1 or 2 of them, and like I feel like as these universes get bigger and bigger, you start. It's easy to point out all the flaws of like the personalities, what's going on, like why is this person calling that person out? Why is this goofy thing happening here? And I like the smaller universes a lot more than the bigger ones, I think.
I think that's one of the reasons the Batman, like the amount of reasons the Batman works, is because like there's only Batman.
Yeah.
There's no Superman, there's no fucking Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson is now like much older than Christian Bale was.
Yeah.
When he was Batman. And like Robert Pattinson is supposed to be like young Batman, and it's like no, now he's old. He's middle-aged.
So fucking long for that movie to get made.
Yeah. And I think that Tobey McGuire, I think he was 32 when Spider-Man 3 came out. So by the time they make the next Spider-Man movie, Tobey McGuire or Tom Holland will be older than Tobey McGuire. He'll be the oldest Spider-Man.
Whoa.
Well, what about the Spider-Verse Spider-Man? Isn't he like 40?
Well, Spider-Verse Spider-Man is like that's a voice role, right? It's Jake Johnson there, but like live action Spider-Man, like these guys.
How old is he in Spider Noir? How old is Nick Cage supposed to be?
Is Spider Noir worth watching?
Yes,
it's
good.
I heard it was good. Yeah, my dad liked it.
Should I watch the black and white or the color version?
Black and white for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It was clearly like made for black and white and colored like after the fact.
Why did they even bother coloring it?
Because modern audiences are stupid and can't handle black and white.
Ugh.
I like the
Spider movie.
I like the Spider-Verse movies, but I'm really tired of multiverse.
Same.
movies.
That's where I'm at too.
Because they even did it with
they had the misfortune of like
Adventure
being
Time.
kind of early to multiverse stuff, and then they keep taking forever to get made, so they're now in like multiverse fatigue. It's not their fault because
the concept of running into an alternate version of yourself is just no longer that interesting.
Yeah, it's not novel anymore because it's been done to death.
Also, that like last Spider-Verse movie, like it doesn't have an ending, but the whole idea was
the movie was supposed to be out like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah,
it's
like
never
what really bothered me with that movie is like in every Spider reality there is a dead Captain Stacy, so like that's like so you have to reckon with like I don't know, but like you just made me think about like all these Tobey Maguire Spider movies where there is no dead Captain Stacy here. So like there are some realities of like a lot of these movies get a problem with me where like if you're asking me to think of other movies within the franchise, I'm gonna start thinking about them so much that I'm gonna forget about your movie. Like I like it when a franchise does not when these movies just let me think about the movie itself and not start like making me think about like other Spider-Man movies and like
I don't think the Raimi ones are supposed to have happened in the Spider-Verse ones.
Like, but the fact that they're making me think about all these different Spider-Man universes, I'm going to think about the Raimi movies, right? Like, of course, like I don't think they are canon to the Spider-Verse movies, but like I'm just going to think about them no matter what because like that's the Spider-Man universe I know.
Well, I think you just want to think about Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
I always want to think of these movies. These movies are incredible. But
so it's going to be as long as the movie.
Nah, let's see where we're at right now. We're making good time right now. We're good. This is longer than the Minions episode, but it's not
That was because Minions is bad.
I think this movie is better than Minions Rise of Gru.
This is better than every Minions
all
movie
movies
combined.
are better than Minions Rise of Gru. Oh, I did see Minions 3. It was awesome. It was so good. It was so good.
Fun
Everyone,
movie, right?
me and my friends, we dressed up to go see it. We all wore yellow and
Did you wear
jeans.
overalls? I bet
No,
you
I
have
don't own overalls. I'm not a
You
child.
seem like an overalls person.
You do seem like an overalls
What the
person.
fuck? Well, that's so insulting.
You had
No.
a Spider-Man costume, which is kind of like overalls.
I had it for Halloween. Like, it was my Halloween costume.
You should be a minion for Halloween, and then you'll have
I'm not gonna be a
overalls.
minion. I'm not gonna be a minion.
Why?
And when I went to see the Odyssey with my cousin, and it ended, and I looked at her, and I was like, well, there's no Minions 3. Let me tell you that.
True.
Yeah, Minions 3 is better than the Odyssey.
I haven't seen Minions 3 yet. I didn't go see
Minions
it.
3 was pretty good.
But yeah, so Harry has his funeral. They're all sad and everything. And I love the ending of this movie so much, where Peter goes and visits Mary Jane at the jazz club she works at, and they share a nice solemn dance there. You don't know if they're going to end up back together or not. The movie ends. You get to a Spider-Man 4 that does not happen, and
We were
it's
fucking
great.
robbed, dude. We were
robbed.
Spider-Man 4.
Those Garfield movies suck ass so
and
much.
They keep talking about, like, maybe we can do it, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I remember after No Way Home came out, people were like, especially Sam Raimi was like, maybe we could do it, maybe we could do Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
It's
But, like,
always maybe.
Yeah. I honestly think that, like, with the success of Brand New Day, that, like, if Sam Raimi were to say, like, I have a pitch for Spider-Man 4, Tobey McGuire and Kirsten Dunst.
Dude, Sam Raimi keeps telling Marvel, like, I will do another one. And
Yeah.
they're like, no.
He wants to be in the
I don't know why he
superhero
wants to
system.
do it again.
Yeah, I feel like that
They
Doctor Strange was compromised, but,
like, maybe now that, like, Kevin Feige seems to be more willing to, like, be hands off, at least much more, like, less than he used to be.
Yeah.
He could, like, actually make a decent Sam Raimi.
well, I feel
movie.
like Ryan Coogler has the hands-off thing with the producers.
Yeah,
That's why,
definitely. Because, like, they know Ryan Coogler, like, even Black Panther 2 is, like, obviously a kind of fucked up by Chadwick Boseman dying and, like, and studio interference.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, they're pretty hands off with him because they know he's, like, the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they should be that way for Sam Raimi, too. Like, this is the guy who made The Evil Dead.
And, like, Send Help was such a good movie. Like, he has the juice as the director still. And I also feel like an older Spider-Man would be actually like a fun twist on the premise, right? Because, like, Spider-Man has always just been a young character in this universe, except for Jake Johnson's Spider-Verse there. But, like, I like the idea of, like, you know, what would a middle-aged Spider-Man look like theatrically? And, like, it's so easy to stunt double shit so you can sell all the superpowers and everything, but, like, I don't know, like, Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, Mary Jane may have a kid or something like that. Maybe they're divorced, maybe trying to get her back or something like that. Throw a different villain in. There's a lot you can do with it. I think it'd be a lot of fun to see what happens. Like, I also don't think that's it'll feel too cheap, because I think that No Way Home, despite being an awful movie, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, they are really working their asses off in those movies. Like, they can sell some really shitty dialogue in a way that, like, Thomas Hayden Church cannot.
Yeah, they're trying. That's for sure. They're trying.
And, like,
I actually all of the dumb, like, nostalgia bait in the last Spider-Man movie, it worked on me. It fully worked on me. I liked it. I liked it. I'm sorry.
Did you see it in the theater?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
I love Doc Ock. I love Dr. Octopus so much, and he got to be back. And he
the Alfred Molina
so
Dr. Octopus
cool.
is like a legendary performance.
It's really good.
Well, it's Alfred Molina. It's like, geez, like, oh shit, like he's so good.
Yeah.
And I love the tentacles are so cool. And oh my god!
You like that scene where he goes, "I have the power of the sun in the palm of my hand."
Yes. Oh, I love Doc Ock. I love Spider-Man. So unfortunately that movie did work on me. I did. It was actually my favorite of the Tom Holland Spider-Man, which is really bad. Even though I just said I hate multiverse movies, which I do, but I love Doctor.
I don't know why they keep I don't know why they hate Doctor Strange, because they keep they're like, he can't sustain anything by himself. Like we have to put America Ferrera or Johnson. What the fuck is her name?
Oh, America Chavez.
Yeah, America Chavez in the worst comic character ever in the second Doctor Strange for some fucking reason.
And also throw
They
like
gotta put him in
fucking
the Spider-Man
Patrick
movie.
Stewart as Professor X in that movie
Oh
too.
my god! And fucking
John Krasinski.
What if we put
Bolt,
the
John
X-Men in
Krasinski
more?
is Mr. Fantastic. Oh my god, I hate that fucking movie. I hate that
I
part of that
would
fucking
like
movie
to see-
so much.
I want to see Spider-Man begging to join the Fantastic Four. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Is Tom Holland friends with Pedro Pascal? They seem like they'd be buddies.
I don't know.
I don't know.
feel like I don't-
It's like a different universe because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Well, they're bringing him in now because of Doomsday.
They're bringing them in.
They're all going to be in there.
They're all
Put
going
them
to
in
be.
Battle World.
Don't worry, they're bringing back
Tours.
Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, they're bringing him back.
Remember
Remember
those MCU movies that were actually kind of good? Well, we brought back
Remember
the
the
guy
ones you
from
liked?
those. Remember the movies where
Remember the Captain America that wasn't a black guy?
and it had good writing? Remember when we had good writing? Please.
I recently rewatched Thor, Captain America, Iron Man.
Yeah, they were so
Like
good.
they were
The first phase?
Thor is bad. Thor is a
Thor
bad
is-
movie, but
Thor
it's
is-
Not a good
still
movie.
like a movie.
It's still
It's
pretty
still
good.
like an actual movie.
Kenneth Branagh.
Head and fucking
Yeah.
shoulders above Love and Thunder.
What's also cool about the first Thor movies is like, oh, Tom Hiddleston he's a great villain. Let's use him for a big team up movie. Like, honestly,
I think the first Avengers sucks. I think it fucking blows.
I think it's a
I
good
hate
movie.
Joss Whedon. I think the movie sucks.
But, like, the idea of having
And I don't care about Jeremy Renner.
Loki be your villain, like, that's a cool idea for team up movie. Like, reuse the same villain you had that everyone liked 2 movies ago as your big team up villain. Like, that's a great idea. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna give a fuck about like, everyone cares about Doctor Doom because of the comics and everything, but like,
Yeah,
they
basically.
didn't set up
They've
Doctor
never
Doom
done
at
a
all.
good live action Doctor Doom. Ever.
Yeah,
There's been this is a third attempt, maybe the fourth attempt. I don't know.
who even played Doctor Doom in the previous movies?
I don't
Oh,
remember. In Fan Stick, he doesn't ever even put on the mask or anything.
Yeah,
I will say, I think the Robert Downey Jr. costume looks good. His voice sounds awful, and it's dumb. And there's the only buildup of it is his stunt double being at the end of Fantastic Four.
Julian McMahon.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
He's passed away. What?
Did-
Oh yeah,
Really?
he just died last year.
huh?
Aw, that's too bad.
Is that in the 2016 or 15
That's
one?
the,
no,
There's
no,
one.
that's
First
the,
two,
the
yeah.
original from the very first Fantastic Four from 2007.
Yeah, Chris Evans, the Human Torch.
Yeah.
Remember
Mhm.
that? Remember Deadpool and Wolverine? Remember
That
all the
movie
Fox
makes me want
movies
to kill
that
myself every
fucking
time I
sucked?
think about it.
I-
That is-
it was so funny that MX
It's clobbering time.
They had to. You have to have nostalgia for movies that were bad. Like that Elektra movie is horrible.
But it's still
Oh,
better than
It's
Deadpool
so
Wolverine.
bad. I mean, yeah.
Do you remember the really bad Daredevil movie with Ben?
Ben Affleck,
Oh.
yes, I remember that, of course.
That movie has a
Oh.
rockin' soundtrack.
Rough.
It was so funny
So much
that they
Evanescence.
let Wesley Snipes come back as Blade and say, "There's never going to be another Blade movie."
And then Mahershala Ali's like, "Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm not going to make these movies anymore. Like, see ya." Like,
Like, you're not going to make it.
So
fuck
wasted.
you.
God.
what a fucking waste. But
I
yeah,
can't help but notice how they keep screwing over the black characters. Isn't that weird?
yep.
Interesting.
I don't know. At least
Much
like
too
Daniel
considered.
Johnson being the new Black Panther is really cool. Like I loved him in The Long Walk, and he was like one of the only good.
Yeah,
parts of
he's
Alien
really
Romulus.
good.
He's good in industry as well. But like, they're gonna have to do some like, weird age shit, right? Because like he's like 30 years
It's
old.
his son. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like Chadwick Boseman's son.
Yeah.
Like
But like, it's
must
gonna
have
be
happened
some
when he was 12, I guess.
timey-wimey shit or something like that. But like, we saw the son at the end of the last movie, right?
I
He was a
think
baby.
so.
He was a baby. Like, he
There's
can't be like,
there's like this weird time shit in the Marvel movies where they're like all like soft future movies now.
yeah, because of the blip, because it's like a 5-year gap. Like,
Yeah, it's so strange.
because I think they say that
They really
in Brand New
lost the
Day,
plot.
Aunt May's grave says like she died in 2024. So like,
Something like that.
I think it's, and like this movie and Brand New Day takes place 4 years later. So I think the MCU right now is in year 2028.
I really don't remember. I
But, like,
they keep
also, like,
changing it too. I think
Who can fucking care anymore?
like they sort of soft launched the universe reset already by like confirming the Secret Wars is going to be like the comic Secret Wars, and it's going to be Battle World, and it's going to reset the timeline, and it's going to be simpler. Like they really just gave up, basically.
Yeah, but like the nice thing about something like Spider-Man 1, 2, 3 is that you didn't really have to like. It wasn't this movie got big in the sense that it had 3 villains. They had to reset a timeline, right? Like it's just like I like it when it's simple, and I don't know. It's baffling that they decided to like reboot because there were creative differences, which is why Sam Raimi left the project. But like, I would have loved to see Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 so much.
It definitely would have been an Amazing Spider-Man, but not like it's an achievement.
Yeah, but like this movie made the most amount of money for any Spider-Man movie up to this point in time. Like, it was the most expensive movie ever made, but also made like $895 million. So like, it was a big enough hit. And, like, the reception was mixed, but, like, not enough to, like, completely scrap absolutely everything. And
I remember at the time, like, because I was a kid. I was 8 years old when it came out. Like, kids loved it.
Yeah.
I owned so much fucking toys of this movie.
I liked it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've always been a defender of it. And, like, yeah, it's funny because, like, I was looking up, because Raimi memes became a subreddit back in 2017, and that one, I feel like people started coming around to this movie around that point in time. 2017
people definitely started coming around to it when it became like people were like, remember the weird Spider-Man dance? That was like when it really started. And it took until like COVID for people to realize, wait a minute, it's corny on purpose.
Yeah. And then of course once you get like with Spider-Man No Way Home, it's like everyone's like, oh, like everyone loves the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. Why don't we bring Tobey Maguire and all his villains back for a movie? Which is like a really interesting change in reception because like if Spider-Man 3 was such a mess, he had to reboot the series. The fact that like a tie-in movie brought back everyone from this movie, like it has like I guess like not really from this movie was the universe, right? You have the surviving villains. You have Sandman, you have Green Goblin, you have Dr. Octopus, you have the Spider-Man. It's just like it's like I do like it when if you're going to be bringing back everyone from a franchise, bring back the black sheep characters too. And I do like that
Topher Grace, dude.
Yeah, and like one thing I do like about No Way Home, which I can't say about the Deadpool movies, is that like they don't really make fun of the fact that everyone hated Amazing Spider-Man 2. They bring back everyone.
Yeah, even Jamie Foxx. Like,
I did not.
Amazing Spider-Man. One of them.
He's in the second one, yeah.
Yeah, like that movie sucks ass, and he's not very good in it. But they're still like giving it to you like straight up. Like they're not making fun of you for liking that if you like.
But like Deadpool and Wolverine, like it's just like
Wolverine's so mean spirited.
Yeah, it's just like No Way Home.
Like every Deadpool movie.
No Way Home. So it's like this shit's stupid because we're Spider-Man, right? Like haha, you shoot webs from your hands. It's disgusting. But like so remind you how stupid everything is. But like Deadpool and Wolverine is just like, oh yeah, that movie sucks ass, right? Doesn't it suck ass? We're showing it. We're going to show it to you right now.
Like we're in the suck ass part of the universe. Like this is the garbage bin.
Yeah,
everyone who sucks, and if you like it, fuck you. And also, I'm Deadpool.
But also, like for me, like I like all those movies better than like Deadpool. So those movies just like
I like the first Deadpool. I think it's good.
I think it's bad.
It came out at the exact right time for me. I was like, when was it? Like 2016, 14. I was a teenager.
That's the right age for watching Deadpool, yeah.
Yeah. I was a teenager when Deadpool came out, so I was like, this fucking rules.
See, I was a teenager when
Deadpool 2 came out, and like even at the time, I was like, not really.
Yeah. But, yeah, so like that's a Spider-Man 3. I think we've talked about pretty thoroughly. Any final thoughts on the movie?
Yeah, and multiple. We covered pretty much the entire MCU and part of the DC universe as well.
Yeah, and the Spider-Man cinematic universe from Sony.
God.
Madam Web should have been in this movie. And also the new Spider-Man movie.
I guarantee at some point, like, Jared Leto's pretty canceled, but I guarantee at some point Madam Web's going to pop up in the MCU.
I think Jared Leto is going to be like that Trump meme of like how old Donnie wriggle out of this one. You know, like people knew 20 years ago that Jared Leto was like a disgusting, filthy creep, and he's still Skeletor.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know,
And, like,
maybe we'll see fucking Morbius in Spider-Man 7.
And I think, like, people, I don't really have that visceral or negative reaction looking at Jared Leto as a lot of people do, like, in movies, like, other than his Joker and, like, him and, like, I don't know, what's an example? Like, I've liked Jared Leto's performance in the past decade.
Dude, Tron Ares is when it really hit the
Tron Ares is terrible.
nadir.
Like,
he looks so wet in that movie. It's fucking weird.
Like, I like him in House of Gucci. I like him in Dallas Buyers Club. I think he's okay in Blade Runner. But, like,
I hated him in Blade Runner.
It's not like everyone's clamoring, oh, Jared Leto's, like, people like
Johnny. We love Jared Leto. We love when he was the kind of problematic transgender woman. We love that.
But, like, people, like, you know, look at Johnny Depp, where people love Captain Jack Sparrow. People love his Tim Edward Scissorhands. Like, I wonder if he'll
people named Audens love Ed Wood.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Ed Wood is really good, but no one remembers it because Tim Burton fell off really hard.
Pretty much right after that, yeah.
Okay, Corpse Bride is good. Okay, Corpse Bride is good. Like Mini is good, but like everything in the 2000s, Tim Burton does fucking sucks.
First movie I ever saw on a date.
I did kind of like Beetlejuice too.
First movie I ever saw on a date was Corpse Bride.
I love Corpse Bride, even though it's like I'm so Helena Bonham Carter filled.
Yeah,
I love her.
All right, well, like, thank you guys so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, anything you guys want to plug?
No. Watch Minions 3.
Okay. Go back and watch our Minions 2 Rise of Gru episode.
It's really funny. It's funny.
Watch our Minions
really
It's a good one. We're so exacerbated by it.
Watch my Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah, we just kind of like decided that this Minions movie fucking sucks, so we're just gonna make jokes the whole time.
I think that episode's a lot of fun because we kind of regret doing the episode.
I don't regret doing the episode, but I was legitimately kind of upset that I didn't like that movie.
We thought it was going to be a lot more fun to talk about than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was upset. I was sad.
It made for entertaining content.
But Spider-Man 3, now that's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
I'm going to put some dirt in your eye.
Yeah.
My eye. My eye.
Anything you want to plug, Audens?
Nope.
Okay.
Watch the Corpse Bride, actually, yeah. Watch the Corpse Bride with Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter.
Wait, I want to plug, I think everyone should have a nice day.
Oh, that's nice.
Don't get dirt in your eye.
Yeah, don't get dirt in your eye.
No. Alright, so you can follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at bwishart. I should announce it up top, but I've been approved for a press pass for the Toronto International Film Festival for September, so I will be doing some coverage for that. MoviePod was accredited by TIFF somehow. That's pretty awesome. So I'll be in Toronto talking about new movies as they come out. So that'll be in September. I'll do that, but I'll have some MoviePod episodes on movies I saw at TIFF once episode 2 on that. So you can follow MoviePod on Twitter, Blue Sky, Letterboxd, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, and YouTube. Next week, I'm going to be joined by Kevin Tuck, my old buddy, and we're going to be talking about Blade Runner. What? So stoked for that episode.
Oh, yeah, people hated Blade Runner.
People despised Blade Runner when it came out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And Meg still does, because she's fucked up.
And I was kind of lukewarm on it. But I wasn't really paying attention, to be fair. I watched it on whatever
Are
cut.
you going to talk about how there's 4 different cuts?
Yep.
I think I watched the bad cut.
Did it have a narration?
Narration?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was a teenager.
The final cut's the best one.
Yeah. I've already watched the final cut, and I've already watched the theatrical cut, so I'll see what other cuts I can watch before I record the episode.
I think most of the Blu-rays will have the assembly cut. I don't remember. There's definitely 3 you can watch.
There's
like for sure. They're like finished movies.
There's at least 4 of them that are finished. There's the work print cut, there's the theatrical cut, director's cut, and final cut. And there's one more too that I'm missing. But there's at least 4 or 5, yeah. But we'll be talking about mainly the final cut because that's the juice of the movie. But I have watched other cuts as well, so that should be a really fun episode. MoviePod, this will be actually the first episode of MoviePod that came out after this podcast turned 1 year old. So which is pretty cool. This podcast has been on for a year now, so thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you guys so much for joining me. You guys have been good guests before. It's been a great conversation tonight, so yeah, glad to have you guys back in the future. And
we will come back in the future because it's always fun.
Yeah,
I'm coming back. I'll be back when you least expect.
I'm coming back for The Night of the Hunter.
Yeah, that's gonna happen at some point soon.
Which is an incredible movie. You should watch it.
Great movie. So yeah, until next week with Blade Runner, thank you for listening and take care.